Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm just giving you guys a heads up that this is a two-part video and ended up running longer than what I expected, so I split it up into two-part for your enjoyment pleasure. Part 1 is dropping today on Wednesday, and part 2 is going to be dropping tomorrow on Thursday. So keep posted for part 2 tomorrow, and I really hope you guys enjoy these videos. Thanks, guys. What is going on, everybody? I am back again today here. I am 8 shots, and today I have my CDL pick'ems for the third major. I'm super excited about this one, and I'm sure you guys are too. Toronto Ultras 5-0. If you guys don't know already, that is my CDL team. I'm really excited for this major coming up, and I have a special guest with me today, a friend of mine who I've been gaming with for quite some time, playing some league playing in GBs. This is Mr. J. Jay, why don't you introduce yourself to everybody?
What's up, everybody? Yeah, like 8 shot said, MisterJ here, and yeah, we've been playing league play, GBs and stuff. We uh we just have fun on the game, But yeah, looks good.
Yeah, he knows a lot more about the CDL and stats, I'd say, than I do. You and, well, I'd say Blake too. You guys are much more stats than I am. I just
I guess
I
yeah,
compare numbers. You guys go through stats and shit.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, we like to follow it
You know a lot
in
about
depth.
challengers.
Yeah, challenger scene is actually pretty competitive, surprisingly this year.
Yeah, it looks that way with all the pros being brought down to the challengers.
Yeah, honestly, I can't wait for like a CDL expansion. That's like a whole another topic entirely, but
All right.
I think there's a lot of talent out there.
A lot of talent indeed. Well, with all that being said, let's jump straight into today's video, guys. I'm going to be going through my bracket run, and I'll be giving you the dates for when these games are. Jay will give his bracket run through, and then we'll just combine them together and have a general discussion. That sound good?
Yep, sounds good to me.
All right, let's jump straight into round one on Thursday. I have London versus Paris. I gave London this 3-2 over Paris. Let me see here. London does have the better stats over the year, over this stage so far, the third stage. So I gave it to them because I think they've been playing better recently than London has.
Yeah,
LAG and Surge, I gave it to LAG 3-1, giving how Surge is 0-5 on the season. I gave them a game last week with the addition of Decimate, but they proved me wrong and they didn't come out with the win. So I'm giving that to LAG 3-1. FaZe versus Dallas, I give it to FaZe 3-1 just because I think Dallas this year is only 3-2, which is still positive, but I thought they were going to be a lot better, and I think everyone else thought so too. It might be a close game, that one, but I gave it 3-1 for Dallas. Florida and LA Thieves, I gave it to Thieves 3-2. I've been a little harsh on Florida this stage, I know, but I think Florida. I think Thieves is gonna come out a lot stronger than Florida. Do you want to give your rundowns for the Thursday, Jay? I was thinking I would just do my whole rundown then yours, but now I'm
yeah,
thinking
sure.
we should just do it by days. Yeah.
Yeah, we can go by rounds and whatnot. Yeah. Okay, so let me pull mine up real quick. So I think for the first round, we're pretty similar in all our like who goes through. What I have is for LAG Seattle, I have LAG 3-1 over them.
Hmm.
And then for Ravens versus Paris, I have the exact same as you, 3-2. And then looking at the winners round one, we got LA Thieves over Florida. So I got them for 3-1 instead of 3-2. And then for FaZe, I got them given the hot 3-0 over Dallas here.
You're not even gonna give Dallas one round, eh?
And no, I think Dallas is a little bit of a little bit in a pickle right now. I
Yeah.
think Fellows is not necessarily the right piece they need. They lost a lot of slaying through Huke, and I think Fellow brings more of a structure than the slaying they need on the map.
Yes, he definitely does. I think Dallas. A little bit of a disappointment this season, would you say?
Oh, for
Because I don't
sure,
think they haven't won a major yet, and I predicted that everyone would have hoped they won a major already with the champs win last year.
for sure. I don't know if we'll talk about like these matchups. Are we gonna talk about them a bit more in depth later, or do we
Uh,
just go through it now?
I was thinking we could just let's do it now while we still have all our thoughts and we're talking about the teams and shit. Because
Okay,
I don't
okay,
want to have a thought now, finish then you go, and I forget everything I just. So I
got
think
you.
it'd be easier if we just all run through it now.
Okay. Well, yeah. So Dallas made that roster move. I'm sure everyone knows, dropping Hugh and picking up Fellow, which was their sub entering into the CDL. And I think that one just mind boggled everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
And their performance just hasn't met the expectations of their fans and the COD community and like. So I think they have a lot to prove going into this major, and if it doesn't pan out well, I believe there's going to be a roster change following it.
Well, how far do you have Dallas going? I think I have them up to round 4, and that's
Let me
as
see
far
here.
as I took them.
I have them in round 3, up to
Mm.
round 3. So I don't know what their final placing would be from that. It'd be wait, that's 7-8. Wait, let's see. There's 12 teams, so that'd be 12, 11,
They'd still be top 4.
9, 10. No, that'd be like 8. I have them like 8, right?
Jeez.
Because round 3, I believe, is 7-8. That's the final placings if you lose in that round. Yeah. But yeah, and then
PG, I
they're
didn't
going up
think it was
against.
that low. Holy fuck.
Yeah, like
Wow.
for you, you have them 5-6
Yeah.
at final placing. But yeah, they're going up against FaZe first round. That's probably the worst first round team you could go against for winners bracket. Like I would, like I'm sure they would prefer, Florida or Thieves, but unfortunately, that's just not the way it's going to go for them.
Oh, definitely
And
not.
FaZe is looking hot right now. Looks like they're out to prove something. So yeah, a 3-0. I don't even see Dallas putting up much of a fight across 3 maps either.
Well, it looks like for round 1 on day 1, we have all of our pick'ems pretty much the same.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I said, Dallas not really living up to their name. I don't think people have expected this season. Surge 0 and fucking 5, like I said during this stage. I don't know what they're doing over there in their camp. Like I have no idea.
yeah, but
Apparently their
LA,
coach is really respected.
like Nubsy, I believe
Yeah.
that's their coach, right? Yeah, yeah, he is. It's just I don't know if he can pin this on the coach. Being the problem across 3 stages, they can't. And
Well,
then they try to bring Decimate in, change things up, but not much change there. But they're also going against LAG first round, so I think that's not that bad because LAG is not some top notch
no,
level
LAG's
team.
only 1 and 4 in the stage, so they're not much better than Seattle.
Yeah, and Seattle, I would say, had the harder group. Group B was just the group of death, I guess you could say.
Yeah, they did. They played FaZe and Dallas both, did they not? I know they played FaZe. They got
Yep,
3-0'd,
they play.
yeah.
Yeah, and they took LATs 3-2. Like they took them the distance, but other than that, yeah, they haven't been looking good. Wait, did I have them a 3-0 or 3? No, I had them 3-1. I had them taking a map, eh?
Yeah, I got them 3-1 as well.
I think Gunless has not been performing as much this stage, and
No.
Pristini as well. Like stage 2, I believe it was, where they just started popping off, and then the
Ye-
problem was Looney, right? But
yeah,
now it
stage
seems,
2 Pristini was definitely doing a lot better. I remember his name being brought up.
yeah. And then Octane, just you can get what you expect from Octane. So,
Yeah, he's always up and down.
and then I guess we'll move on to what's next. We got Ravens Paris. So we both have them going game 5,
Well, it's
which is interesting.
two bottom 4 teams here. Paris is 1 and 4, London's 2 and 3.
Yeah, but London's been up on the rise, like given the tail end of the group, is it not?
Yeah, I think they're at the very bottom, but I don't think they're going to stay there. I don't think they're going to end there.
Yeah, because if you look at their last 3 matches for this stage 3, they went 3-2, win over New York. Then they took Atlanta FaZe to map 5, lost 3-2. And then they had a pretty dominant series over Seattle to end the stage 3 over a 3-1 win, right?
Let's not
I
forget
think
that Seattle.
yes, it is Seattle, but still. The way that they did it, like if it was a close map, I would say okay, nothing impressive here, but London was pretty dominant in that series, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, and I guess losing the Thieves and Optic, you can't really complain about.
Yeah,
They
but
did win YSL, yeah.
Paris has been suffering. I don't know what's going on with them. I don't think temp was the solution they needed.
No. I think he got dropped for a reason.
But yeah, 3-2. I think honestly Ravens can even win it 3-1, 3-0. I think Paris still has a lot to figure out, and London is starting to just figure their shit out. So, and then if we look at, I guess, the last winners round 1, Florida, LA Thieves. I have Thieves 3-1, and you have
I got him 3-2.
3-2. So, what's your thoughts on that one?
Well, Florida's been proving me wrong because I think it's in your bracket. You have them going like a lot farther than I do. They've been picking up their last 2 games, but I just don't have faith in Florida. I know they're 3-2 on the stage, but they're so up and down. The games they have won, they've been very close.
Yeah, I'd say consistency is their problem, right?
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Inconsistency. Yeah, like
Florida can either
they
go
did
ahead.
beat Minnesota, which
Yeah,
I have them actually losing to Minnesota in round 3, but that could be a game they take easily as well against Minnesota because they already beat them in the Paris home series.
yeah, for sure. I think it's just a matter of like which team shows up to the major, I guess. Is it the Florida that we know can be electric and pop off, or is it the Florida just like shows up, just gets pounded? Like they went 3-2 versus LIG to end stage 3, and I honestly did not expect that. I honestly expected a 3-0. Boom, let's get ready, boys. We're going to the major.
Well, they did
But
3-0 Dallas. I've always
yeah, it's
considered, like, I think I said in my last video too, I've always put Minnesota, LAG, and Florida in kind of like the same group of skill level. You know what I mean?
yeah.
When I
I think
look at
that's a
them, they're all pretty
yeah.
equal to skill.
Yeah. I would also kick LAG out of that. I think I'd say Minnesota and Florida are pretty dead even.
Yeah,
But Florida though, like you have Skies and Awakening. These are like throughout their debut in the COD league or in the COD community. These guys are electric AR players. I'm so surprised Florida is not at the very top of the competition. I'd say they're just in the middle of the pack, and I think Neptune and Havoc is not the sub duo you can rely against that are top teams like Simp and Abizi,
right.
Shotzi, like
They're not at their all-star stardom yet.
yeah, exactly.
But they can
I
definitely
think
get there though because they have been improving on games.
for sure,
Because I've been
for sure.
doubting them the whole time, and they keep proving me wrong by winning certain matches, and I'm like, well, fuck.
Well, for so long they used to stay on Checkmate. Checkmate used to be their go-to map, and it just wasn't working. I don't know, but now I think they're starting to expand their map pool and work on things, and it's just starting to click. So I'm hoping for this major, like you said, I have them going fairly far. Hope it clicks.
Hopefully it does for the boys because I think Awakening definitely deserves some credit because he is a very good AR player. I like watching him. I like watching clips of him.
Oh yeah, he's always entertaining.
All
But
right,
yeah,
you want to move on to day 2, round 2?
sure. Yeah, let's do it.
All right, this is where our brackets here get chopped up because we have different teams winning and different teams losing. I'm gonna start off in the losers bracket here. I got Minnesota beating London 3-1. I think Minnesota's just the obvious dominant team, as we just discussed. London's starting to get their shit together, but I don't think they're gonna go through Minnesota. I got Optic uh beating LAG 3-2. As I'm gonna put in a disclaimer for this video. I'm not gonna let my fucking emotions get in the way of Optic this time. I got them going 3-2 against LAG. I think it'll be a very close game because not because LAG is just a dominant team and I think they're going to give Optic a run for their money. It's because everyone's now convinced me that Optic is just not what they are or what how I perceive them to be or how they were. So I'm gonna start giving Optic a little more of a hard time. So I got them 3-2 against LAG just for them maybe not playing up to their standards. That's the only reason why I give LAG that 2 score. Winners bracket round 2, I have Ultra against Atlanta. We've already beat FaZe once. Well, we beat them in the major, obviously. Everybody knows that. I have them winning Atlanta 3-2. I think Toronto's gonna have a very close game of this, and I think you could argue that Toronto is almost an equal level of skill now. Would you not, the FaZe?
Oh, for sure.
Maybe not in the SMG department because Simp and Abizi still they're the tiny terrors, right? As everyone fucking calls them. I hate that fucking name. But they're the tiny fucking terrors. And
Yeah.
everyone's terrified of them. But I think our assault rifle game is a lot higher than Celium and Arcides. What would you say to that?
Honestly, I think Ultra's the team to beat right now. I like that stage 2 finals. That just proved it. Like they can go head to head with FaZe. I don't think it was an off day for FaZe. I think it was just Toronto's picked up their game and they're
And it
ready to
wasn't
play.
close.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
5-3.
Yeah, it was that was a good series, and I think Toronto has all the tools that they need. Everything clicked at the right moment, and I can see them running it back in the end. That's a little bit of a spoiler, but
But then again,
yeah.
with all that being said, I can also easily see this going the other way with Ultra losing 3-2 to Atlanta. But either way it goes, I see this matchup being very, very close. Not for the next last match, which I have here for day 2 on Friday, which is NYSL and the Los Angeles Thieves. I have NYSL beating the Thieves 3-1. I didn't give the subliners any wins last week for my pick'ems, and I realize that was stupid of me. That was fucking stupid. So I'm giving them all the credit they deserve because they have proven me wrong. They're in 4-1. They have the same record as FaZe, but they're still above FaZe with more points.
Yeah,
They've
yeah,
proven me wrong, and every I thought Hydra was gonna come in and they was still gonna be a subpar CDL team, and they've proven me wrong. I gave them no respect, and now they have it. I got them beating Thieves 3-1, moving on to the winners final against Toronto.
yeah. I think that's pretty good. I have the I have Subliners. Yeah, 3-2 over Thieves. I think Thieves can really put up a good fight. You know, you got Kenny Kwabo, Kylo Ken on there, and I think he's a top 3 AR in the game right now. And with the addition of Huke, who knows the amount of slaying that this roster is going to have on the board.
Well,
So I think
that's what
it's
I was saying last week, but didn't turn out
yeah.
to be the case.
Well, that's their first game, right? And it was what, like a week of practice,
That's true. That's true.
which still might be a problem for them coming to this major. You may not still get enough reps in with Huke, but this is COD. I don't think it's something like some other esports where the chem really needs to build in. I think you can slot in nice and just do what he does best and just slay on the map. But this is also going to be another electric series to watch. I can see it going map 5 either way for Thieves or New York. I think that these are both some of the top teams we have in the CDL, which is why they're in the winners round 2 for us.
Right,
But
right.
yeah, definitely watch out for them.
You had Ultra winning 3-2, no? Or was that 3-1?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I forgot to put that. Yeah, I have Ultra winning 3-2 over FaZe. But like you said, um, I can see it going either way.
Yeah, I see our AR game definitely above, way above phases. Maybe not our SMG game, but
Yeah, that's the beauty
Insight,
of this.
man, rookie of the
That's
year.
yeah, that's the beauty of it. Insight Cammy, versus Arcides and Celium. Yeah, we win that. But then you have Simp and Abizi versus Bance and Kleenex.
Yeah,
And you got to give it to FaZe on that one. So I just love that matchup, that series. Oh, that'll be a good one. Can't wait to watch it.
Unless Bance gets in his mood.
Yeah, it goes MVP form again.
All right, bro. Who do you have in the losers here?
Losers, right? So round two.
Yes,
So
sir.
I actually have Chicago, coming out and doing their revenge tour this major, and I have them 3-0ing LAG. I'm sure a
Mhm.
lot of people call me crazy about that one, but I think Optic Chicago, or just the Optic brand in general, has this. I don't know. It's like anytime you think about Optic, you just think of them as like, being high competitors, winners,
You just think of
and
W's.
yeah, exactly. And they have the talent to feel that, right? You got Dashy, insane sub plays, S&D Mine, or sorry, AR. He's the AR for this game, but Envoy, and Scump, you got a nice sub duo there. Then you got Formal. Like these are players who have done lots of accomplishments in their past throughout the COD community, and I can definitely see them just coming out and proving all the haters wrong. They have a huge fan base behind them, and I think they're going to really work hard to steer some trouble in this major bracket. So yeah, 3 over LAG.
Right on. Right on. Well, you're now. I think I said in our Discord chat, you're giving them more love than I am. I'm starting to get more harsh. Because like I said,
The problem is though,
I give a lot of teams, like even bottom four teams, I give them a lot of credit, and then they prove me wrong. And the problem with my brain is I just start shitting on them immediately, like they're never gonna come back. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, usually I would do that with some teams, like Seattle. Yeah, they're in a dumps right now, and I don't see them getting out of it. But with Optic, this is a team that I can see bounce back huge. I think a lot of it's because of the fan base, the brand they represent, and also the players that are on there. These are guys that they can pop off any moment. Like
Yeah.
during stage one, they were the number one in like respawns, right? And I think it was like they were ranked third in like search or something once they picked it up. And I think that this team, they have all the tools they needed. Some may say that with the XM4 being GA'd, which is gentleman agreement, and then the Krig came in, that maybe this is when they started, falling apart. But yeah, they can definitely do it. Also, just to add on, their last three matches during stage three was versus Chicago, sorry,
Mm-hmm.
FaZe, New York, and LATs, right?
Yeah.
And I think all three of those teams that they played to end stage three, I think those guys are top five teams, right?
Top four,
I honestly,
definitely.
well, yeah, definitely top four. But I personally put Chicago over Thieves right now, which I will get into later in my bracket, I think. But yeah, I think that this is a team that is going to bring us some good entertainment come Friday.
I totally agree. I think Optic can bounce back with like zero problem. I just don't think it's gonna be this stage. I don't think we're gonna see that until stage four.
Yeah, it could definitely be like the land environment too, right?
Oh,
Who
definitely, yeah,
knows?
and because everyone plays different on LAN and online. Some are gonna go to LAN. Some of these players and not be as competitive or good as they were when they were just playing online.
True. I think if there was fans, that Optic would definitely
No, fuck yeah,
benefit from that, right?
for
Unfortunately,
sure.
for stage four, I'm pretty sure they confirmed no fans will be
No, there's not
in
gonna
this
be any
stadium.
fans.
So yeah, and also um last thing on Optic, their last series versus FaZe, apparently they played on Atlanta servers, which I'm sure you've heard of.
I was
And to me, that kind of rules out that series. To me, that's just like a wash
I was gonna ask you guys
because
about that because you were talking about in the Discord with Blake, and I had no clue what the fuck they were talking about. Cause don't Atlanta play in Dallas, or am I fucking that up?
I don't think so actually.
Oh, I thought they did.
But based on what the players are tweeting from Optic is that they were playing at about a 30 or 40 ping disadvantage, which can make a difference on a pro level.
Oh, for sure,
And
for
I think
anybody.
that when they got basically destroyed on that hard point, that things just the domino effect just took over and just everything just started going down. I think they started, falling apart on comms internally, everything. I think if they played on the right server that was meant to be, I think they were supposed to play on St. Louis. Or I think there was the email error was the person put ATL when it was supposed to be STL or something like that.
Mm. Okay,
And
because I don't know anything about that. I saw the tweets and everyone talking about it, and I'm like, what the fuck are they going on about different servers and shit?
yeah,
So
so
yeah, there's some
I think
diversification.
so. I don't think we really saw Optic, like their most recent form. I don't think that was a fair assessment from that phase series.
No,
Like Envoy had his worst series in the CDL. Like I think the worst stats, sorry, in the CDL. He went 26
Dashi,
to 55.
Dashi was bad too. I think he had a round. He went like 7 and 15 at one point. He was going
Yeah.
horribly negative. He was
Well,
pulling a me in league play. Fuck.
but yeah, so I hope they bounce back, not just for my bracket's sake, but for like
No, so do I.
just the players and everything. I think they can do it. But yeah,
Definitely. I
what
hope
we
they can.
what do we have next here?
I think you still got rocking your third
Oh,
the last one.
Rocker, Rocker and Ravens. Yeah, I got Rocker winning 3-1 over Ravens, just like you.
Yeah, same here.
I think Rocker are the better team. Like if we had 3 tiers of competition in the CDL, I think Ravens is at the bottom, tier 3, Rockers tier 2. I think that's just going to be an easy game for them. And also
Yeah.
Standy can just pop off anytime.
Well, I think Minnesota. I think a lot of people were hoping we're gonna play, but this stage they went 2 and 3. They were playing a lot of top tier teams though. They did play Toronto.
Yeah, yeah.
They did
How did
beat
that series?
LAG 3-2.
Yeah, that one shaky.
Yeah, losing to Dallas, you can't even hate on.
I think they have the potential to click things together.
Oh,
I think they
definitely.
just yeah, I think they're just a bit better than Run London at the moment.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, that clears up day two, round two for our CDL major. Let's move on to Saturday. We got two round three games, both round fours, and then the winners final. I'll start off with my round threes. I have, sorry, I got screwed up on my paper here. I got Dallas beating Optic 3-2 in the losers bracket. Between that, again, like we just went over, I can see this going either way. Either Optic beating Dallas 3-2, but I have Dallas beating Optic 3-2 just because, again, over the last three home series, I've been giving them the love. They haven't shown it back. So I've just been losing my confidence in them this major. But like I said, I believe in the stage four. Like you said, 100%. Hopefully they bounce back and they'll find their groove. I just think this is the end of the road for them here at round three against Dallas. It's sad to say, but that's honestly
Yeah,
just where my heart's lying at the moment. But I think it will be a very close game. It could even go Optic 3-2, but I definitely think it's going to a round five for sure.
yeah. Round 5, round 11, maybe.
Oh yeah, definitely.
W-
Definitely.
That'd be sick. Yeah. I have the reverse here from what you have on your bracket, and yeah, you got Optic going 3-2 over Dallas. I think Optic continues trucking here, and I think they're gonna get the W over Crimsix and Co.
Oh, I hope they do, but
I
I
think
hope they
Dallas
do.
is well, Dallas is still in a shaky spot too, right? I think some players probably thinking, "Hey, we might be doing roster changes after this major." However,
Yeah.
granted, Dallas did have a nice win to end stage 3, so maybe things are on a high right now. But I think Optic Chicago is gonna their redemption tour continues.
Well, we beat Toronto beat Dallas 3-0. That's all I fucking care about.
Yeah,
I think
Toronto's just plowing their whole all the teams in their group,
oh
or they
for
did.
sure, and
Sorry.
I hope it keeps going in the bracket like I have here.
Yep.
I think this is where we split up and we get a little more choppy through our brackets here. I choose different shit than you. I have Rocker beating Florida 3-1. I still think Minnesota is the more dominant team than Florida. I know Florida is ahead of them in the bracket. They're 3-2. Minnesota is 2-3. But I think Minnesota just has a higher talent pool to pull out the victory over Florida. I believe they lost to Florida this series already.
Um.
or they did at some. They did. They lost to Florida in the London
Yeah,
home series 3-1.
yeah, yeah,
Then again, that was way back in April. I don't know. I see Rocker pulling this out 3-1, or if not, beating Florida 3-2. I don't see Florida moving on to round four. I think that's where me and you split up around this part.
yeah. We even split up on our Chicago Dallas, right? Because I had Chicago, you had Dallas.